need to relax. So I need to, oh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Whew, I've never done this before. Thank you for making it thus far with us, and we wouldn't have done it without you guys. And we are at our last session of the day, where we will be giving out awards, sharing CCP version with you, and also later dancing and connecting. I will be welcoming Kivita Mang, our general manager, to welcome everyone in this session. Band, I need a very hot one for the general manager for bonuses. Ladies and gentlemen, Kivita Mang. Apparently, you need to have this.
Nice one, nice one. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking dapper. That's what we say nowadays. You're looking so beautiful, handsome. And yeah, I'm pleased to see you again now because, we spent the whole day, most of us, learning and, having to connect and yeah. So, a warm welcome to each and every one of you who is here tonight. I know that, you took your time from your family, from other commitments that you had for you to be here with us and enjoy this moment or this evening with us. So I would like to thank you for being here, staying with us until the last, minute or the last hour. So I can say thank you for that. And then on behalf of CCP, this brings me great pleasure to extend my gratitude, for gracing us with your presence this evening. We don't take this for granted. We don't take this lightly. We really appreciate you, as a CCP team. And yeah, we are very grateful to have you this evening. So tonight is not only a gathering, but it's a celebration and a thanking you for your hard work, your commitment, and also your passion in the healthcare sector. So I would like to say I congratulate you, all of you, because I know most of you are members of the platform, and you've acquired a lot of CPDs and certificates with us this year of 2023. So I'm saying well done, well done, yes. So I would like to take this moment to acknowledge, because we are celebrating, the year of 2023, our achievements, our commitment that we put throughout this year. So I would like to take this moment to acknowledge, our partners throughout the year, our sponsors, and also I would like to give gratitude to the team, CCP team. We call ourselves CCP Clinical Care Platform team, who, put efforts to make this a success. So they worked, tirelessly to make sure that this evening is a success. And also in the morning, it was also a success. So I would like to say thank you and big ups to you. So you can give yourself a round of applause. Yeah. And then also, I would like to give a big thank you to our speakers who were here with us, from morning until late afternoon. I think it was a great session. It was, I know. You really learned a lot. You really connected. And now we are celebrating. So let's just relax, have fun. We did learn, we did get our CPDs in the afternoon, so now it's time to relax, unwind, celebrate, enjoy the band, enjoy everything that is presented this evening. And then, so I would also, before I forget, there are people who are joining us virtually. So unfortunately, couldn't be here with us, this evening in person, but I know you are here with us either way. So also, I would like to welcome you this evening. And I'm hoping that next year you will be joining us, we'll be meeting with you face to face. So you're also welcome. And then, beyond this glitz and glamour, this evening, there's a deeper purpose, why we are here. It's about recognizing the vital role each and every one of us played in fostering the healthcare ecosystem built on knowledge. And so as we embark on this evening, I encourage all of you to engage, to connect, and then to celebrate not just the milestone achieved during this year, but also the effort that you have put in making sure that we strengthen the health care community. And also, let's not forget, the greater significance, the impact of our collective dedication that we have put in to make sure that we save the nation, as most of you here are healthcare workers. So you must also pat yourselves and say, what, whatever I've learned in this platform, I managed to go out there and I've managed to change lives, save lives. Because as speakers, when you come here and give people your content, you're not just educating them, but you're saving thousands of other people, because they go out there and save lives. They go out there and service other people. So it goes a long way. It doesn't just end here. So yeah, I also appreciate each and every speaker who contributed to the success of CCP in 2023. And then so once again, thank you for being a part of this incredible celebration. And I wish you all a joyous, memorable, and inspiring evening. I want you to enjoy it. And also, like I think Rhea said earlier on, that we'll be having some motivation, coming up. We'll be having a band celebrating with us. So tonight, we did learn in the morning, now we are connecting and we are celebrating. So also, once more, welcome. And thank you also for being part of Clinical Care Platform. Without you, we don't exist, Without your efforts, we don't exist. Without your dedication, we don't exist. In the evenings, you do join us, in our live webinars. You take your time, from all your commitments to be with us. We don't take it lightly. We really appreciate you. So, in that, I would like to say welcome, feel free, enjoy the food, enjoy the ambience, enjoy the band. They did welcome me with a nice song, so I would like you to take me out with a nice song again. So thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Can't we have like one? That was beautiful. Whew, my nerves got to me. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm thinking about it now. My name is Releboga Monedi, and I am the Billing and Finance Administrator for Clinical Care Platform. This is the lady behind POPs, like all your financial thing is with CCP. This is me. And I know I can be troubling sometimes, but I try. Moving right along, we will be sharing with you our vision as the CCP because, as Kibi has mentioned, that CCP is about everyone that is here, those who didn't manage to attend, and those who are with us live streaming. I will be welcoming the man behind CCP, our very own Dr. Mawela, and then Bent, you know, me and money. So I need a hottest one for increases. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mawela.
Okay. Come on, CCP. Yes. Yeah. I. La 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 la. Welcome, CCP. Yes, thank you very much. It's a great honor to see the colleagues. I'm used to talking when I'm teaching. So I think today it's a bit different, but I'm actually quite excited because this is our second year as CCP. And everything I'm about to share, it's almost impossible without you. So we might be the bearers of, communicating what CCP is able to achieve. But you know that it's your own contributions, your support, especially today, because all of you have been with us since in the morning until now. And really, we appreciate you. So I want to share some few things. I wish I had a screen here so that I don't have to read it from there. But Sir William Osler says, let me congratulate you on the choice of calling, which offers a combination of intellectual and moral interests found in no other profession. He's congratulating us, but me and you, we know that because of the moral aspects of what we do, we are generally, challenged. But I want us to not give up and not forget that the care of the people who are not well, people who are sick, our availability when they need us the most is a calling. It's got nothing to do with the professional councils. It's got nothing to do with the job description that you have. And it's got nothing to do with our salaries that we get. Because before healthcare was professionalized, there were always people who are not feeling well. And there were always people who care for them, even if at that time they wouldn't have the current, treatments that we have. So we should always appreciate, where we find ourselves. And just to say that every single year we will come back, we will convene just to celebrate, but importantly to remind each other of this calling. Because throughout the year, we know as health workers how difficult it is and how challenged we are. We always want to give our best, but the economic environment, the design of health systems that continue to fail, good people. I have a certain quote that says a bad system, a badly designed system will beat a good person all the time. It doesn't matter how good you are. But if you work within an environment that is designed to put you at risk of failure, you'll always find it very difficult. And I think today people fail to appreciate what the environment brings, as a risk into how we want to practice. I always say that there is no health worker who wakes up with a goal to cause harm, but you find yourself in processes and systems that put you at risk, of finding yourself causing unintentional harm. And us as health workers, we are regarded as good people, and I believe that, generally we are good people. As the clinical care platform, I'm sure you know by now that Dr. Mbaula will never start any meeting, any event, without sharing our mission, which is a very critical mission to improve patient care. And we do this at the heart of it. There's a vision we have, which is to democratize continuous professional development. We know what it costs a health worker to maintain their knowledge and competence. And we believe that as the clinical care platform, we are well positioned to change the status quo, to make professional development easily accessible, easily available, without breaking a leg or your bank account, So we hope that as we continue to wind down this year and as we resume, in the new year, we will continue to make sure that you are kept updated, but also we make a significant contribution to help you to maintain your competence. So we are the clinical care platform, and all we ask of health workers is to be open-minded so that you can learn, but learning, we only measure it if your behavior changes. If today they teach us about our ethics, tomorrow we expect that if you were there, at least you show, in your practice that you have managed to absorb, the information. But also, we want to also transform the health system one health worker at a time. Today, there's like 30, 40 of you seated here. We've got a number of people on Zoom, but also those who are joining us, via the live streaming. That means this vision is achievable, and we just need to make sure that we continue to invite and share, what we learn with more and more people, so that our communities, our families can always get, the best care that they deserve. So you'll see it's a timeline from 2021 when the platform was conceptualized and trying to figure out how do we go about, putting this work together. You'll see a number of, milestones, from launching blogs, from launching the clinical library, which now has in excess of 100 CPD accredited courses. Our members who are active subscribers, when you subscribe, you have access to 100 courses, but in terms of CPDs, you have a lot. You pay once a year, you've got access to CPDs, and we have tried really to also bring, different disciplines. It's one of the challenges we have, because as we continue to attract more and more health workers, the same health workers are now demanding. You've got the oral health who are sitting on our neck. Hey, we want oral health. You've got the eye health. You've got the physios. You've got the psychologists. So it becomes more and more complex to look at how to meet the growing demands of all the sort of disciplines. But I think, you know, in 2022, that's when we started to make it a great platform, and we continue to make improvements from our certificates, our certification program, which I believe it compares to none. If you have seen our certificates, trackable, we try by all means that after every single event, you know, you get your CPDs in time. We report to the HPCSA. There might be delays there and there. You know, this year we also launched the first diploma preparatory program, which is a great success. We now have the second intake, and as I will share with you later, we really want to expand in that space. You know, Webinar Plus, we tried it, trying to respond to the issues of load shedding and people struggling to join us live. You know, is there an opportunity to still watch a webinar that you have missed and still get your CPDs, you know, on time? We launched a platform for nurses. You know, we had the first clinical sort of masterclass on ECG, and I tell you, it was a great success. In the new year, we are looking, you know, to more masterclasses around chest X-rays, you know, issues around the pathograms and CTGs. You know, we want to be very skills focused, even though we are still a virtual platform, and we are figuring things out how to do that, you know, the best way we can. And today it's November. Since inception, CCP has never had an in-person event. That's why I was so excited to meet everyone in person, and you look so awesome, so beautiful. Gentlemen, you are so handsome. Can you just give yourselves that applaud? I never thought I'll see some of you, you know, in beautiful suits, you know, so it's awesome. And you see, we got a confirmation. It says, yeah, yeah, yeah. But what you also see is that we now have our first offices in Joburg, so it means that we are becoming more and more reachable. And I'm hoping as well, some of the team members that you engage with through communication, like Realebo, how you'll start to connect with them and put the face to the WhatsApp messages. And if you go to our social media, we always we share medical jokes like this one. You know, where's my wife, Shem? Guys, do you know my wife? I know she doesn't want you to see her, but because she's carrying a passenger. But she's the one who's doing all our, I don't know if you've noticed that there's a consistency in the colors and our posters and everything. She's our designer. Say hi, Polly. Hello, Labu. She's getting a passenger. So even these jokes, you can see nicely designed. So do visit our social media platform. Follow us. You'll get regular updates there. I know Maud always likes, and comments. So there's a joke. It says, why did the two skeletons start a fight? It's because they had a bone to pick. Ha, 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 ha. Medical jokes. Medical jokes. I know, guys, you are like, hey, these guys, where are they from? That's us. Those are our kind of jokes. So what you would love about us is that we really aim to make things very simple, to be very efficient in how we serve you. And as you can see, we're trying to respond. As we hear, you know, feedback and challenges, we really try to do that. Flexibility, that's why e-learning and virtual learning is so important, because you can join us from anywhere. We are here today physically, but there's people who are joining us at the comfort of their homes. Really, our speakers, you know, the Bidi Magagulas, the Dr. Kwanazis, Maud. Without you, there's no clinical care platform. Who's going to teach? Who's going to share knowledge? So we're always looking for people who love, you know, sharing and empowering and mentoring health workers to collaborate with. And you can see now today we are networking. So, and you can see career enhancing relationships, you know. So, you know, connect with me. Who knows? I have access to that position that you are interested in there. But we also have a very simple, we keep it simple in terms of our quality goals. We do a lot of survey. We listen, you know, every survey after every webinar, we listen, and we know what is important when you're running a CPD program. A simple thing like if the webinar finishes now, within the next hour, you get your CPDs. It's very important, because historically I suffered attending many events. When I'm audited, I don't have my CPD certificates, you know. And our system is digital. Whatever CPDs you have done with us, you'll have access to them for as long as, you know, we are here. People write us emails, can I have my CPD points for performance, what is this, PMDS? We just export for you. You'll have like your 100 CPDs, you give it to your manager, you know. The success stories of people getting jobs after doing a program like a NIMART program, dispensing programs, you know, but importantly, success stories about the care of our patients. So we have that, and also we have no control on number 4 because we rely on the council, but I can tell you that every single webinar, by the next morning, the report is at the HPCSA. It's for them to validate, you know, and log in. And our people love us. I have no doubt that health workers are very proud of the work that we do. On all our surveys, there's a first question: would you recommend a colleague to the clinical care platform? And our average for the whole year, and you know we do about 12 live webinars every single month in the evenings. If you add smart skills and master classes, you would see that there's no way you can remain unupdated if you follow the clinical care platform. But you can see 93 NPS is way above the industry standard, you know. But there's more. I was actually checking this yesterday. We have over 500 Google reviews. You must visit our Google page. It's huge. It's huge. Hey, Mr. Camera, I'm trying to smile. And, hey, the camera is like freezing. It's huge, you know, and it's a 5-star rating, 4.9, because someone gave us 4 stars somewhere, but it's okay. But you can see that, generally speaking, and if you go even now, you read the reviews, you'll see that the platform exists to solve what I believe is an important problem or challenge that health workers are experiencing. And I think that as a team, we are on the right track. This is an example from Sibongile. Says, I'm so impressed and knowledgeable presentations are so informative, but also some of what we don't have a chance to practice. It is especially, oh yeah, so I think she's talking about a discipline that she's not practicing, but how she enjoys, you know, the knowledge that is shared on the platform. There's Johanna. She says, this was really an educating presentation. As one of the nurses working in high care, I have learned and understood how to better manage hypertension and preeclampsia, as this is a common condition we get. Would love to be part of more educating presentations as this one. We know the impact. When this nurse goes and sees the next patient tomorrow, she will care for that patient differently, you know, and that is really, you know, what we aim to achieve. Remember, we launched the HIV diploma program, and Wesani, I remember when she dropped us, she dropped me a WhatsApp, Doctor, I'm about to write, will I pass? I said, join the preparatory program. I don't think there's anyone who's doing what we are doing the way we do it. I'm very confident of that, you know. Then let's read her story. She says, I remember back in April. She says, yeah, I remember back in April when I had a dream to write the diploma, but I was discouraged. I said to myself, I'm a ComServe with no solid background knowledge in HIV. Then I came across the basic and advanced courses from the platform. Then after the HIV diploma preparatory, I was so excited, and I believe that with such level of support, I will definitely be ready to write the exams in July. Long story short, thank you so much for this learning opportunity. I was so committed on our weekly sessions. By the way, we hold this every Wednesday at night from 8 o'clock. Sometimes we go up to 10 o'clock, you know, which prepared me with my favorite section discussing, you know, patient cases. I passed the exam. You know, when she wrote this, just that we couldn't show the actual email, at the bottom of the email, she updated her email signature, ne? Dr. Wesani, MBCHB, DIP HIV Management SA. You know what that means, eh? An internationally recognized credential. And that's really, you know, what really makes me excited. And it helps us to believe that we are really on the right track, you know. Here's another joke. Why are lists for donor hearts and livers typically alphabetized? Alphabetized, ne? What is the answer? Because they need to be organized. Ha ha ha. You guys. Okay, I'll share the jokes with you. I think maybe it's because of I'm not reading them properly because I wish the screen was here, but it's fine. But we've achieved a great milestone. You know, over 30,000 CPD credentials have been issued by the clinical care platform. It is at the heart of what we do. We track it, we measure it, and I say over because we are actually at 35,000. So you see, we track. We have a performance management system because we have goals that we set every single year, and we can't wait to get to 100,000 credentials. We also check whether you are opening them, and whether you are sharing. That's why someone today will win an award because after opening, they are sharing on LinkedIn to say, hey, I am here. And then I usually go and say and comment as well, on LinkedIn. So we also want to encourage you to share. But I know that my clinicians, the doctors, might not open because all they're waiting for is the SMS from HPCSA. As long as they get that SMS, that CPD logged, certificate, we'll see you. We will see you next time. So yeah, so the priorities for the new year, and you can help us. I think I've shared a link so that you give us feedback. On your feedback, you can also add things that you think we need to try and focus on in the new year. For example, we want to improve our in-person visibility because we are more virtual, but we think that there's more health workers who need to know about the platform. So invite us to your hospitals. We have set up, an outreach schedule to try and do that. But that also means having some in-person events, especially around skills, development. We are expanding to more disciplines. Dr. Mkwanas, you have helped us to start something on occupational health, which I didn't think about, but you can see by the response that it's a program really that is loved. And like I said, the diploma in obstetrics, we are launching early in the year. And I know with Dr. Sui Pesat, we will start something in the higher diploma in internal medicine for those of you who are interested. There'll be more clinical skills, and to also make sure that as members, you appreciate the value you get against the valuable money that you spend, with us as a platform. In the new year, be on the lookout for our app. You're going to be learning, without opening a browser. It's still a lot of work, but I think we are getting there. The resource library, the podcast, and then we do continue to improve our systems. Please join us, like us, connect with us. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you very much for your time. Did I take all your time? Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mawela. So I'm going to need TJ Malamule's slide while I say something. Can I please have the TJ Malamule's slide? The biggest threat that we are facing today is climate change. It is very dangerous if we don't tackle it. I'm just a Google search specialist and I will be welcoming a professionalist, motivational speaker to tell us more about resilience in a changing environment. I was hoping to have a slide ready. Ben, please. Thank you. much. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome TJ Malamule. Thank you.
Where must I put this? Here? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Can I go that side? Yeah, I'm not sure of standing on the pulpit. I'll tell you why I can't stand on the pulpit. I'm a Bible school dropout. I went to Bible school for 2 years. Then the third year, I dropped out of school. It's bad, but yeah. So my name is TJ Wakamalamule Ngwana Manana. I'm the second born and the handsome one out of 4 boys. My mother has got 4 boys, and I'm the second born, and I think I'm handsome. So I get to do speaking. I speak for a living. I know you guys have to work, but I speak for a living. Just like, Pick and Pay, like where there's a voice, there's an invoice. So I know you guys have to speak. I invoice for my voice. Are we good? Yeah, the mood sounds a bit, Can I get a round of applause from that side? And this specifically just for me. Can I get a round of applause from the back and this side? Can I have a round of applause? Okay. Thank you very much. So they gave me a topic, resilience in a changing environment. Resilience in a changing environment. So I do this for a living, which means I traveled a bit. I've been to like 24 countries speaking. That's a show off, ma'am, if you didn't get it. So I've been to like 24 countries speaking in different conferences. And I found out that in most conferences, especially around government, they'll invite me for a government event. I'll get there, I'll speak. Sometimes the minister will be there and the MEC will be there, and they'll be having a strategic planning, and they'll be like, say, TJ, come, speak on these issues. And I'll get there and I'll speak on the issues they told me to speak about, right? Then the following year, they'll call me again. TJ, your speech last year was very good. Want you to come again and speak on what? On the very same issues, right? And they're paying me in the third year. Then I'm like, I'm no longer going to do this. Then I read a story that they wrote a book. Some guy wrote a book in Uganda called How to Change Your Wife, right? I'm getting into my speech. How to Change Your Wife. So the first week, that book sold 1 million copies. Obviously, men were buying the book, right? How to Change Your Wife. And then after that, they found out that that actually was a mistake. It was a spell mistake. It was supposed to say how to change your life, right? After that, after they changed the book to how to change your life, no one was buying the book anymore. What is the moral of the story? People don't want to change their lives. They want to change other people's lives. It's easy to want to change other people's lives than to change your own life, right? So we're living in a very, in a world that's so dynamic, that's changing so fast, right? During the Stone Age, who can tell me how much a person's concentration span was? How much a person will concentrate on one thing? I'll tell you, don't worry, because we had a class during the day. So because it's in the evening now, I'll tell you. A person will concentrate on one thing for 20 minutes because there was no phone, there was nothing that was disturbing them, right? Today, IBM did a study. They found out that a person's concentration span is 6 seconds, like a goldfish, right? Oh, it's off. Just like this goldfish. They did not put my thing there. Yeah, I need that. Just like a goldfish. So it means a person can only concentrate for 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So it means now that I'm standing here, 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds, I must get your attention. Every 6 seconds, when you're having meetings with colleagues, you have 6 seconds. So it means you must really be amazing. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, they're just changing it. Don't worry. I know the whole presentation by head. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then so if you don't make an impression in that first 6 seconds, something happens. The brain just shuts off, right? And the slides will find me as I go on with the presentation. So I went to a conference in 2019. I was speaking in India. So I fly from South Africa to India. It was called the VUCA conference, right? I get there at the VUCA conference. I was speaking. One of my role models was speaking there, John C. Maxwell. He was speaking. I was speaking after I was closing the conference because obviously first it's me, second I'm from Africa, so it was just an amazing thing. So I speak at that conference. I took so much notes. We had like people from all over the world. It's the VUCA conference. So VUCA stands for, it's volatile, it's ambiguous, like it's chaotic, right? So I'm writing so much notes. I'm like, I'm going back to South Africa. They will know me better. Because now I've got so much, yeah, that's the goldfish. Doesn't have sound. It's fine. They'll sort out the sound. So I'm back. I'm like, I'm going to share as much information on this VUCA thing that I just got in India. So I'm flying from India through Dubai. So I get to Dubai. I get to the business lounge. As you can imagine, I fly business class, right? So, so I get to the business lounge. I pick up a. Oh, yeah, there's the sound. So I pick up a copy of. I pick up a copy of Fortune magazine. I open the first page, and it was written, "Bye bye VUCA, hello to Bani." I'm like, I just spent money, flew to India, right, to learn on VUCA. Before I could touch down into South Africa, they say VUCA is outdated. That's how fast the world is changing. When I was doing my MBA, and how do you know someone has got an MBA? They will tell you. They'll make sure you know. Even if it's irrelevant, you might be talking about the weather. They'll be like, it's hot today. Yeah, when I was doing my MBA, it was this hot. They'll always make sure that they hoy it into the conversation. Let's see if I'm winning. Oh, yeah, I'm winning. Thank you. Are we done, Doc? Oh, okay. So yeah. So that's the fish I wanted to show you. So that's the fish. I'll get back to my story. So it's like a goldfish. So you're sitting with goldfishes, and if your brain works this way. If in 6 seconds there's no impression, something like this happens. Your brain says this, and that's what your client says to you every 6 seconds if you're not impressing them, right? Yeah. So they say Bani world, and then what is Bani? Bani means the world is brittle. It's brittle. The world is anxious. Leaders are anxious. If you read Statista, you'll find out that developing countries, over 60% of people in developing countries use some sort of medication to sleep and wake up and just to survive. It's anxious. Leaders are anxious. People are anxious. You'll prove that when you drive on the street, that people are anxious. One mistake, someone will raise 3 fingers and they're trying to fight you and they know they won't do anything, but people are just anxious. We are living in a world that's very anxious. You work in this health sector. You are anxious because you are saving people every day, but you're also seeing people dying every day. You are living in this volatile environment. You are living in this place where we call it the walking dead. You just go in and you go home. You go in and you go home because the place is changing, and it's changing fast. And yesterday I was doing an executive talk for Old Mutual, and someone asked me a question, TJ, so you think AI will replace the doctors and everyone? I said, no, it won't replace them. Someone using AI will replace them. Because we are living in a world that's anxious. It's changing fast. I was talking about the MBA. I understood that when I was doing my MBA, when I finished doing the MBA, all the content I learned during MBA was useless. That's why you must always be skilling, eh? That's why you must always be learning. It's not about what you've learned yesterday. It's about what you are learning tomorrow. Because the world is changing, and it's changing on who? On you. The other one is like it's non-linear. It's non-linear. Things are not the same as they were. When I was busy doing my MBA on this side, I decided to do a course at MIT with this tech stuff and all that. There are these 19-year-olds from the world, and I'm there, and I'm a speaker. I'm an international speaker, right? Well-accomplished international speaker, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm in this course with these 19-year-olds. They are speaking about things I know fuck all about. They are so clever, I can't even comprehend. I'm like, there was just this boy So clever, more than all my ancestors put together. They understand things even in the future that I don't even understand, right? I'm sitting in this call with these young people because the world now, it's non-linear. I felt like telling them, I'm clever in my other part of life, guys. People do listen to me, guys. I'm really clever. But because the world has changed, it's non-linear. This 18-year-old is talking about how he sold a company at 18 and made $250 million. It's non-linear. I'm sitting there, I'm like, how much is $250 million? It's changing. It's not how things used to be. It's not. And the last one is that it's incomprehensible. So you feel it with your feet. That's why platforms like this are imperative, because you feel it with your feet. You learn today and you implement tomorrow. You learn today and you implement tomorrow. You cannot depend on the knowledge you had before. Because can I tell you, how many of you here are doctors or nurses and let's see? All of you. Let me tell you what your biggest problem is. Before any of the people come to you at clinic, they don't first come to you there at your practice. Say, you know where they go? Google. Dr. Google. Then they come there. They are coming to tell you what you are supposed to tell them. Then they can argue with you. Then they'll also tell you what you must recommend and write on the script for them to go to clicks and get medication. It's incomprehensible. It's crazy. I saw a scan machine in Singapore. I went in. I stood like this. I got in. It went in for like 5 minutes. Went in, up, down, with a laser light, and told me what my problems were in my body, and printed a script of what I should use to deal with whatever that was wrong with me.
Did you get a second human opinion?
I had to go and look for a second human opinion. But that's what I'm trying to say. The world is changing, right? And it's changing fast. And here's the problem with changing. The problem is that when the world is changing this way, we are looking for growth. We all are looking for growth, right? We want to grow. We all want to grow. That's why we are on the platform. That's why you are attending classes at night. That's why you are pushing yourself, because you are trying to get some sort of growth, right? But the problem is that with growth means you must change. Yeah. Growth means change. Growing means you must change. And most of us don't want to change. We want other people to do what? To change. Growth means to change. When I had to speak, guys, when I wanted to start speaking, it was difficult because I went to a school called Nkateko High School. My English teacher couldn't speak English that well, right? So I had to learn English in Xitsonga. This is a boy, Loi Imfana. Again, this is a boy, Loi Imfana. That's how I went to school. On this side, I want to be an international speaker, right? On this side, I want growth, but growth meant I needed to change. I needed to go to the voice clinic. I needed to attend courses. I needed to practice how to articulate, right? How to be able to articulate, how to be able to make sense of things, how to make sense of data, how to simplify things, how to connect to the people. Because growth equals to change. You need to change. But change equals to loss. That means you must lose something. You lose time when you get to the platform, but you lose time because you need to change. You need a promotion, you'll have to lose something. The problem with us, we are told we don't have to lose anything. Everything will just work. It doesn't go that way. And therefore, loss equals to pain. So therefore, growth equals to pain. And I'll make these slides available for free. Anyone who wants them, then you can just email it to them. They can use it for whatever. Right? So growth equals to pain. That's why attending classes at night, it's painful. That's why doing courses, it's painful, because growth equals to pain. You see, I did my MBA, so when I'm speaking in platform, I can tell people when I was doing my MBA, you see, because it's pain. I needed the pain, so I can be able to talk about it, because I'll go to these conferences, they're like, this one is TTA, PhD, HRX, and all that. When they introduce me, TJ Malamule, and I'm like, no, man. I must get MBA so I can talk about it. So growth equals to pain. So it means you'll have to go through pain if you want anything to change. You'll have to go through pain. Pain, here's the thing about pain. It's either you have a problem now, or you came out of a problem, or you're going into a new problem. That's how life goes. I know some of you think he's at church, you want to give me offerings now. You're like, yo, he's a prophet, eh? I know if there's a psychologist, you know this body of work. So when you go through pain, when we go through loss, what happens is that now the first step we get to become denial. We're like, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. Like when the president closed the country. I just opened a new business and the president comes like, the country is closing. I was like, it's not happening, it's not happening. He said 3 weeks. During COVID, I said, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. And then the other week he came again, he's like, another 3 weeks. Then I got angry because I had invested so much money. I had put so much money. We had put 20 million of other people's money into a business that we're supposed to lose. Oh, say, I know you're asking, I'm rich. I am, thank you. So, I just see how you're looking at me like, is he rich? 20 million, or don't worry. So you get angry, right? I'm joking. I'm trying to get you guys comfortable so we can go with the presentation. So, so then you start bargaining, right? You start bargaining. After bargaining, you get into depression. And let me tell you, most of us are staying in that state of depression. Most of us are always depressed. We are depressed. We are repressed. We are oppressed. We are so depressed. We are living in a country where we are very depressed. Which is good for the pharmaceutical companies. Because you get to get people to have to buy pills. Then they can come again and buy the same pills. Then they can pay this for the same pills. And. Until you get to the root cause of what's causing this. Because I was sleeping, it was good for you, right? I was sleeping with sleeping pills. I had to do some stuff. I had to learn how to meditate. Wake up, sit down, close my mind, sit there for an hour. I feel like standing up. I sit there, do the breathing exercises until I start controlling my own mind. Because I was tired of taking tablets. And I'm okay now. You can even see my skin. So, yeah. And then the final one, obviously, it's acceptance. Then you get to accept that this is happening, right? This is happening. So here's the thing. When you are living your life like you are saving other people's lives, you forget. Beyonce has got a song that says, who's saving the hero? Because if you are busy saving other people's lives, you forget about your own life. I do coaching and I do speaking and I run a business and I've got like 40 people who reports to me, who I'm responsible for, which is a lot of families, right? That's serious stress. That's depressing. That's why every Friday, I'm not that waking. From 12 o'clock on Friday, I'm seeing a psychologist, I'm seeing a spiritual leader, I'm seeing that. I have responsibilities. Right? Because most of us think because we are doing that, I am the doctor, I am the psychologist, I am the nurse, I'm helping other people. It means me now I'm okay. It doesn't work like that. You also need someone to be able to assist you, to be able to unpack whatever that's happening. It's off again. Don't worry. Maybe I can leave the slides and just talk. Oh, okay. It's fine. So the whole idea is that it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. You are not supposed to be even a hero, right? Even Superman sometimes lose power. So it's okay not to be okay. Because life happens. Someone wrote a book called Life is Tough. You can be tough too. You don't have to be tough at all times. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes I'll give you examples. I'll be working on something, on some serious deal, and you're working on this thing, and you're sure it's going to happen, and it doesn't happen, and you already budgeted that you're going to take the money, you're going to invest there, you're going to do that, and all that, and the deal doesn't come through. And I get into depression. I go and sleep. I switch off my phone. During the course of the day, after I've spoken at a conference with 6,000 people, I got a standing ovation. These people loved me. They bought my books. I was signing autographs. But the following day, something happens. And I go deep down into depression. And I go and sleep. During the course of the day. Sometimes I want to sleep give me 2 days. Let me sleep. Let me put myself together. Let me not do any work. So then I can be able to recover and be able to come back. Because it's easy to crash. Because you help everyone else, no one is helping you. One of our business we manage bursaries on behalf of companies. So what happens, we've got a lot of students who are doing medicine, right? A lot of students. We're managing like 900 or so students that we're taking to school around universities and stuff. Most of our medical students, we make sure it's compulsory. When they go to the 5th year, they must see a psychologist. It's compulsory. We're paying for that, for them to see a psychologist. Because as they go then, they see things they've never seen now, they start losing their minds. And that's you guys. You just haven't lost your minds. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So the next one is performance zone and learning zone. So because the world is changing, we need to be able to learn more. We need to keep on learning because the world is changing. The world is not waiting for us. The world wants us to be able to learn. The world wants us to always improve. The world wants us to always become better. Especially with these online platforms, I think it's a great opportunity because you can be able to do this during your own time and you're able to do what you have to do and you're able to submit your work and do what you're supposed to do. It's a great opportunity because if you're not learning, if you're not becoming better, someone said it well, you're becoming bitter. Those who are not becoming better, they are becoming bitter. You know, there are those people you work with, they've been there for a very long time. They don't improve themselves, they don't do anything. They want things to be done the same way it was done long ago. They still want to send effects now. Because we are not becoming better. So the world works this way. It works this way. There are 3 ways. So you manage the present. Whatever that you're doing now, you keep on doing it, right? You do it and you do it well. But number 2 thing is that you selectively forget the past. As you learn new things, then you replace them. As you learn things, then you replace them. About government, because government, people will come do a training on report writing. They send people. We don't go to them and say, send us people. They just come and say, teach these people to do report writing. We say, okay, these are the latest ways to write a report. Right? A medical report, the latest ways you write it this way. Then they go back to work to the same person who sent them to us after we taught them. And then when they get there, they say, so the report, these are the latest ways to write the report. They say, no. I've been working here a very long time. The report, we are writing it the same way we used to write it. Doesn't have to be like that. It needs to change. We need to be able to selectively forget the past. But the final one then in this is, you can press for me, sir. The slides are hitting me. It's anticipate the future. It means our thoughts must always be thinking about the future. What's coming? What's the next bounce of the ball? Every company in the world is becoming a tech company. Every company in the world is becoming a tech company. These kids now are using ChatGPT and all that. These kids now know more stuff than you can ever imagine. They know more than you do. They Google how to ask for forgiveness from your parents before you come back when they've done something. And when you come through, they already hold you with something that they read online already. You're like, my child is so clever, no? You know he's growing, he's not. No, he just read something before you walked in. Okay, so that's fine. This other one is just also important to me. It's like now how you then become a leader. Number 1 is it starts with the mindset, skill set, and energy set. So those are the 3 things. In any industry, those are the 3 things you need. You need to have the right mindset. Mindset just means mind tuning. Energy set means you need to have the energy. You need to look like you're excited to do what you're doing. You see, like I'm standing here, I look like I'm having fun, right? And this is my work, and I'm having fun, guys. Right? We need to be able to have the energy. You need to be able to show up. You need to be able to be there. You know, you need to be present at a place when you are invited. Whether I'm invited to speak to 6,000 people, 5 people, or 3 people, I have the same energy. Because you need to show up. You need the energy set. You need the mindset. But other than that, you need the skill set, which is important. That's why you need to be able to attend. You keep on attending the platform because the skill sets are very imperative. You can have the right energy and have the right mindset, but you don't have the skills. So you need to have the skill set. Skill sets, very imperative. Very, very imperative. That's why I'm standing here. Skill set. I had to practice, guys. It was rough. It was rough, you know. It was rough. But you have to practice. You know, you practice. You know, it's a practice or practice. You know. So I had to practice alone. Practice or practice. Practice or practice, right? It's a poem or it's a poem. You know, it's different, right? It's different. You have to practice because I want to be international. Then I need the skill set. I need to be able to articulate and be understood in boardrooms, in different platforms, right? You have to work hard. It's simple. If you're not hard on yourself, life will always be hard on you. If you're not hard on yourself, life is always hard on you. If you become hard on yourself, life becomes easier. I mean, one of the proudest things that I've done in my life ever, I've done a lot of things. I've won awards internationally. It's one of those. I have got an MBA. It's one of those. I traveled to as many countries more than all my ancestors put together. One of those, right? Fly first class or business class. It's just small things, right? Got chartered by jets somewhere in helicopters to speak in some islands. It's just small things, right? But one of the most important things I was able to do was to take myself out of poverty through studying. No one has ever paid anything for me for school. Not one. The last money my mother paid for me was in matric, was 120 rand. That was the only money she paid for me. All the other monies, I had to take myself to school. Not only me and my brothers, all of them. Not only them and all the other 900 kids that we were paying school fees for. Guys, that deserves a round of applause. Come on. So then that gets you a leader, because leadership is not about a position. It's about being an agent of change. The last one is the one that I like. It's about inspiring action. Being a leader is about inspiring action. Like if you're busy in the platform, Dr. Mawela, so people come to the platform, they are busy platforming, doing the courses and stuff. And they get to work, right? And they're the most horrible nurses at work. Right? No, I'm giving an example, not these ones. I'm talking about the ones who are not on the course, right? When they become the most horrible people on the course, what they're doing now, they are demarketing, if that's English, the program, right? The ones who are attending the program, they must be seen at work. They must be seen as helpful. They must be seen as being the agents of change. Until people start asking, hey, something happened to you, man. What's happening? No, I'm attending some program, you know. You even have an accent. I'm attending some program, you know. It's a program that's like, they're just teaching us on how to be able to do things, right? That's how you market the program. Okay. I'll just finish off in this way. So, the other thing again that we must understand is that you guys need to appreciate what you do, because you are doing a lot. Right? We need to be able to learn to appreciate and to appreciate you. And I'll give you an example about appreciation. So I was born in Palabura, in Limpopo, very close to Kruger National Park. And because I was born there, so it means I grew up there. So I recently got married, right?
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't marry the ring, I married the woman. So, so after I got married, then what they did, because I'm Tsonga, in my culture, what they'll do, they'll take makoti, means the new wife, back to the village for 2 weeks. For her to be initiated. Actually, in short, they are trying to check her out if she can be able to take care of me. Because they did a bad job raising me, obviously, so they want to see if this other person can, close the gap, That's just how I think. So after I got married, then they took Makoti, and then we got to Limpopo. So when we were in Limpopo, they had my mother's house. There's what they call stop nonsense. You know stop nonsense, right? It's actually a boundary wall, right? For you South Africans, it's a boundary wall, right? So my neighbor, Masingita, who we grew up together, when you're sitting at my mother's kitchen, because it's high, it's upstairs. So when you're sitting there, I'm joking. I'm joking. So when you're sitting up there, you can be able to see what's happening next door. So Masingita's wife comes back driving, right? So she comes back driving. So she drives in, and it's raining. So Masikita runs out, opens the door, and then he opens the door for her. And then she just walks out, like a queen she is. He closes the door. And then my wife was sitting in my mother's kitchen looking that side. Obviously, you know what happened next. My wife was like, yo, some people are married. They even opened the door for her, right? And then I was like, ish, I'll also try this thing. So she comes back from town, and then I hear the car outside. I run, I go, open the door, and then she comes out. And then the following day she comes back. I'm sitting there reading some motivational books, and I forgot. And she's like, yo, this thing of yours opening the door for me, it was just a one-day thing. One day wonder. Wabon? Then I was like, no, man, I'll do something. Then I called Masingita. I called him. We stood by the boundary wall. I said, that's what men do when we want to lie to each other. I say, let's speak men to men. You see, as men, let's talk as men. We don't want to lie to each other. So I said to him, my friend, let's talk men to men, as a man. Wabon? This thing of you opening the door for your wife, you are causing me problems. Wabon? Because they are looking at you, and then me on the other side, I must be explaining. So Masingita says to me, no, TJ, I'm not opening the door for her because I love her. I'm opening the door because our car door is broken. It can only open from the outside. So when you see the grass greener, the water bill is higher. When you see the grass very green, there's something that is done there, you see. So most of us, because we don't see what we have, right? And we don't appreciate what we have, we're thinking other people are having it better. Can't you just think that, no, it's the car door that's broken? So my final point is, we must always try to go above and beyond, especially in what you guys do. We must always try to go above and beyond. And when you go above and beyond, you become what I call the purple cow. And I'll give you an example now. The other time I was doing a talk in Cape Town, I had forgotten a shirt. I had forgotten a white shirt. So I had only a T-shirt, and it was a very formal event. So when I got to Cape Town, woke up in the morning, realized that I don't have a shirt, right? So I wanted to go and get a shirt. And then I looked around, and they were busy calling me. The driver was there to pick me up already. It was just a mess. So I ran into the shops. When I got to the shops, I tried to ask people to assist me. So you can see them from inside the shop, and I'm standing outside. I'm like, hello, hi, can you... Right? And the people were looking at me and say, uyabona bhuti sisavalile thina. Asinaso isikhathi sakho, uyabona? I ran to the next shop, the same thing. Hey, we are not open yet. I ran to the third shop, we are not open yet, right? I go to this other shop, this other woman, she could see that I'm in distress. Then she says, sir, what are you looking for? She opened a bit, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for a shirt. I've got a conference. I need to go, and my driver is here. It's a mess. Can you be able to assist me? She says, no, the system is not yet open. Can you be able to leave something with me? Then I'll give you a shirt. Then you'll pay when you come back. So then I gave her, so I always have 2 iPhones, so latest. So I'm joking. I'm joking. So I gave her my shirt. I gave her my 2 phones. So she gives me the shirt, right? I fit the shirt. It fit nicely. You know when the cotton touches you, right? You can feel that, yeah, this thing, it's hugging you. It's agreeing with you, And then I took the shirt I wore. I left my things. I did not look at the price. I went to the event. I got to the event, stood on the stage, spoke, finished. Went back now to go and pay because now the system was open. When I got there, she said something. She started by saying, sir, would you like something to drink? Sure. Remember, I'm going back to pay for a shirt. And I'm like, yo, the devil is a liar. Something is happening. And I said, yeah, no, you can get me champagne. So she gives me champagne. It's like, let me organize you a bill. And I'm like, I thought you'll bring a speed point, then I'll go, right? Oh, let me organize you a bill. Then I took and I drank, and then she brought in the bill. And I opened. It was 15,000 rand. It was a 15,000 rand shirt.
No wonder it was so nice.
Yeah? It was not as nice yet, but here's the thing. because I'm rich, so I paid for it, right? So, but I paid. Here's the thing. What I appreciated by then, she said, "Thank you for letting me serve you." So I paid the money, but I got the service that I wanted. Do you get it? So most of us, we go to places and we spend the money without the service. I go to a hospital because I'm not feeling okay, and the nurse was rude. Or someone did not give me directions. Like when I got here, I walked for 35 minutes. Like when I got here, no, you can't. I mean, I'm TJ, I can't be walking around. Hey, what if I'm kidnapped? What if I'm kidnapped, say? You'll be in trouble. What if I'm kidnapped? I'm just joking. But you understand? So there's a difference. So when service, when there's value, when value is given, money does not mean anything. People can spend anything as long as there was value that was given. It was expensive, but I appreciated the value. It's not about the price of the shirt. It's about the value that I went there and I got, and the convenience that I got. Our work also is convenience. We need to be able to get, especially that we work with people that are sick, people that are in distress and all that, right? And mostly you find that that person has never been greeted by anyone for the whole day. Simple thing as that. You know, in Zulu, there's this thing, they say, Siyawubona. Siyawubona simply means I see you. We work with people that at times someone is there in hospital, no one spoke to them the whole day. The first thing you meet me, you can't say, can I help you? No, you can't help me. How are you? Then can I help you? Second, right? From the security guards, everyone must be taught. People are people first. We look at the person first, irrespective of their status, then we help them. And when you do that, you become what I call the purple cow, because you go above and beyond, which is to fascinate. I want to give you an example, and this is my closing story. This is my favorite slides in the whole thing. I hope it plays. Let me feel. Oh, yeah, it plays. Oh, my God. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is value, right? This is value. Thank you, Doc, for putting that together for me. So I want you to imagine this, right? It's a Sunday afternoon, right? They say Sunday is for lovers, right? Because remember, we had a gala dinner, so let's do it differently. Other than just doing a speech. That's why I had to make sure you love, guys, because, you know, gala dinner, right? Yeah, so it's a Sunday afternoon. You're driving your dream car, right? Your car seems to be convertible. Yeah, but fulekile on top, right? And the weather is okay, right? If you are from around here, you are driving around Machalis, you know, the place that's green and stuff. If you are from Limpopo, around Mahubaskloof or those mountains around KZN, you know, or around Table Mountain, you know. You know, God's window and 3 Randavels that side, and you're driving, so your car is comfortable and it's open, but you're not alone, you're sitting with a loved one here. The love there, it's burning, you know, like you're driving, like, you know, it's you, like, you feel so inspired after this session, you know, and that's you, you know. Oh, this is not your kind, or it's something like this, you know. You know my saying, and you know, something like this, always remember you are never alone. It's all I ever ask. You know, and love is going well that time. So now the bills are paid, the kids are behaving, everything is just good, you know. It's all I ever ask. You know? You know? And as you're driving, you look to the left, right? As you look to the left, you see this. What's going to happen? I'll tell you what will happen. Nothing. Because you saw this a million times, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you see this, you might think, oh, a cow brings milk, right? I want you guys to get my point where this is going, right? Under the very same circumstances, it's a Sunday, it's for lovers, you're driving, and you hope you understand me. Everywhere I say it's true. You know, that's you there driving, you know. You know, that's you. You know, you're feeling that good. This is not your kind. You are like this, you know, you're like, you make me feel, you know, you make me feel. You make me feel like a natural. While you are still feeling like a natural woman, you see that. What will happen? So let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to take out your phone. You're going to start taking pictures of that. You'll send it to the WhatsApp group, a family WhatsApp group. You'll send to your colleagues. You'll send to everyone because you just saw a purple cow. Right? So your interaction with people can't be the first cow. It must always be a purple cow. You must start unknown and finish unforgettable. People after meeting you, they must feel like they need to tell someone, I did meet TJ, he did a presentation, and it was a purple cow. Because look, I would have just put 2 cows there and leave, right? I put the music in between so you can play the story with me so that tomorrow when you meet me somewhere, you remember me. I would have just said, there's a cow, then you can be this, right? But I had to take it through the process because interacting with people, when you interact with other people, they must feel like it's the first time they meet someone like you. Marian puts it this way. He said, our biggest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. It is not our darkness, but it is our light that most threatens us. Because we ask ourselves, who am I to be powerful? Who am I to be brilliant? The question is, who are you not to be? I'm TJ Wakamalamule, Mwana Manana, the second born, the handsome one out of the 4 boys. Mr. Supercharge, this was great. Thank you very much.
Oh, baby, you're forever mine. I'm just continuing from here. Cause you're my kind. Treasure. Oh, baby.
May I have my charger,
I
please?
got what you want. You got what I want. Oh, we were made for each other.
Like I'm just gonna go there and then come back.
Oh, baby, I got what you need. You need what I need. Oh, we belong with each other. So we don't get on the guitar.
Oh, guys. you so much. Thank you. Mr. TJ Malamule, Waka Malamule, Ikenzengofu, Ijondi. I hope I'm saying it right. And we have a token of appreciation from CCP. Thank you for your presence.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy it.
Why?
Yes. Thank you. As I have mentioned earlier that CCP is you guys, we will be giving awards showing appreciation to our members, and I will be calling my team to assist me on this one. Band, I need a celebratory one. Like each and every time I call in one of our members, one of our team, you can just play a celebratory 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and yeah. The first one, we have the Sponsors Award. Thank you.
I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling so long. And if you feel, I can feel, baby. Come on, oh, come on, ooh, get it on. Oh, let's get it on.
Wow. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lunga Matanzima, and I am one half of the graphic design team for CCP. So Bulelo is like my Siamese twin. She keeps me right here. So today I stand before you to express our deepest gratitude and our heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed sponsor, AbbVie. Their unwavering support and commitment to our institution has played a significant role in our success, and it is only fitting that we take a moment to thank them wholeheartedly. We are truly honored to have them as our sponsor, standing by our side as we strive to make a difference in our community. On behalf of our entire team, I extend our deepest gratitude to AbbVie. Thank you. I'll accept the award for them.
No,
I don't think they. Yeah. All right.
Thank you so much, Lunga. And number 2, we have the most certificate issued to a health worker in 2023. Team CCP, thank you. Present them in this order.
In this order, because I was going to present who has the third most, the second most, and the first
No,
most.
we just have to present in this order. Just say the number of CPs they have.
Okay. Okay. No. Third time's the charm. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucy Lunga. I am a researcher and a data analyst at the Clinical Care Platform. So if you're ever on social media or on our website and there is a survey, please take those surveys very seriously because you are sending them to me. And I can tell you that we don't just look at your responses. Your responses are an integral part toward making decisions and directing us towards the future. So the first award that I'll be giving, this is the award for the most certificates issued to a health worker in 2023. Not for all time, just for this year. Basically, to kind of like commemorate their dedication to clinical mastery, healthcare efficiency, and patient-centric excellence. We are awarding in first place, so this is the person who has the most certificates this year. We have Joe Mukanya, Chilela, with a total of 95 certificates. Okay, so in second place, we would like to give it to, I think she's present today, because I think I saw her, but it's Jacqueline Hersha-Veria, with a total of 88 certificates accomplished this year. Oh, and she is here, and we can get a few words from her.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. I must say that I'm in many platforms doing my CPD, but clinical care platform is my, we can say house. I try to don't miss any CPD, and when I miss it, then I go and I go to the recording. It's really very good, and it's helping me a lot. I can tell you that improve my life as a professional, and my patients also are being helped because of the clinical platform. Thank you so much. Keep it going. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, so in third place, we have Dr. Lusaya Kishaba. So having 73 certificates. So I know he is not here. A lot of the award winners that I talked to, they really wanted to attend, but obviously the patients come first, and they were all on duty. So I also have a fourth certificate for sorry.
Nzana Dioka.
Dioka. Um, yeah.
Yeah, that's Nzana Dioka.
Okay.
Nzana Dioka.
Okay. So. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Huh? I don't think she's here. Okay, let me go and get the influencer. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Okay.
The sequence
Thank you
is
so
not
much,
helpful.
Lucy.
I'm not able to.
We were going through
Oh.
these names, getting to like get a better pronunciation for the past 3 days. Can you guys not hear me?
See.
Oh,
And then,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
are you gonna present again?
Yeah, thank you. As I was saying that it took us like a week to get like this pronunciation correct. And item number 3, we have top influencers. CCP team, top influencers. Thank you.
Hi. So the pronunciation went so well the first time. I have to do the second time. But so for this next award, these are the top influencer. I like to think of clinical care platform as a beating heart. Just imagine a pulsing, beating heart that is just gushing blood. And I like to think of like all of our marketing efforts at the clinical care platform as the arteries, trying to supply the whole of South Africa's health profession with knowledge to ultimately improve patients' health. I believe our influencers are like our capillaries. They have smaller efforts than obviously our marketing team, but they can reach deeper and further into the body, which is South Africa. So the first award that I'm going to give is for the most shared post on social media, and this is this is an original. This is a MVP of the platform. It's Joshua Tibeleta.
He's not there, don't make him just
So for the next award, this is the award for the most view certificate. On our platform, we really encourage you guys to share your certificate, show your achievements online, and from those certificates, this is the winner for the person who got the most viewed on a certificate. So this is Siyakile Yolanda Shabangu.
Said I'm feeling good tonight. This thing got me thinking on for life. Oh, I can't explain. I can't explain.
For the last award, we have to thank somebody that is very dedicated to our company and our company's success. So this is for the most shared certificate. And not only did she she was the top achievers in getting certificates, she also shared the most. And this is again Jacqueline Hershavaria.
I am feeling good tonight. This one got me thanking God for life. Oh, I can't explain. I can't explain. Said I'm feeling good tonight.
Thank you.
This one got me thanking God for life. Oh, I can't explain. I can't explain.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I'm really very surprised. I'm happy.